This Brightline Construction update looks at the installation of a 4-track signal bridge at CP Coco. The signal bridge was being installed just north of the Michigan Avenue crossing in Coco. When I arrived, they were just beginning to install the second tower that will support the bridge on the west side of the tracks. The first tower was installed several days prior. I have sped up portions of this video for the sake of time. This is a 4-track signal bridge being installed, which is the second largest on the project, behind a 5-track bridge in Fort Pierce. Here they are beginning the process of bolting the tower to the foundation. A specialty crane was brought in for the installation due to the weight of the bridge and the required reach over the tracks. This is the signal bridge itself, as the crews were beginning to rig it to be lifted into place. And here it is, beginning to be lifted. There are 2 guide ropes attached to it to allow the crew to help guide it into place. The 2 tracks on the left are the FEC mainline running between Jacksonville and Miami. The 2 tracks on the right are the start of Brightline's Orlando line. This bridge will protect southbound movements through the turnouts and crossovers, where Brightline's line joins into the Florida East Coast Railway mainline at CP Coco. Both towers were purposely left loose and leaning outward to make it easier to line the bridge up. Once lined up, crews will tighten the bolts, bringing them to their final upright position. In the background, a tamper and regulator are at work on the track in CP Coco itself. There are crew members at the top of both towers to help line up the bridge. The black bags on either end of the bridge hold the materials and tools necessary to bolt the bridge in place. It is a very tedious task getting it properly lined up. Here they are beginning to tighten the bolts to straighten out the tower. At 4 times the actual speed, here it is straightening out. The signal heads are turned to the side, so trains are aware for the time being that they are not active and they can be passed. They will be turned to face the track and lit up the day CP Coco is activated. And here's a crew member guiding some final adjustments before beginning to bolt it in place. Coming back after the installation was completed, here's what the end result looks like. With the bridge installed, crews will shift their focus to getting it wired up and ready for service. A retaining wall has been built around the foundation on the right and will be backfilled when the work here is complete. Thanks to the team at Signal Contractor HWR for their assistance with this video. And speaking of CP Coco, here's a quick update on the track progress there. Flying north and ballasting work is wrapping up, with the ties beginning to be swept of excess ballast as each section is finished. Trains are currently running on the western track on the left, as work on the new eastern main line is still being completed north of Michigan Avenue. The majority of the work is currently focused on the 2 tracks to Orlando. For new viewers, CP Coco consists of a universal crossover, a single left-hand crossover, and 2 turnouts that connect to Brightline's future Orlando tracks. We'll wrap up with a couple of trains passing under the new signal bridge, starting with evening local train 916. And here's Unit Train 336, passing under northbound. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Also check out my social media pages.